I just wish Edwin Leopold Allen could be reincarnated right now. His straight thinking, his rasping spirit would see through the folly of the unenforceable and unaffordable sixth form mandate which is being forced on us. Teacher Allen was Jamaica's first education minister in independence, and his own life and precept gave witness to strong support for habit forming and social learning at home and church, even if Mama couldn't herself read. Followed by a rock-solid primary school experience, which, with little or no secondary exposure, could make people like Allen ready for tertiary matriculation. Do you think Edwin Allen would have allowed almost a half of the students at his Lesterfield Primary School to graduate without adequate literacy numeracy skills? Hello, we, his successors, are doing that just right now. And that's a sin. Crooked and expedient thinking, a disregard for both history and data, a contempt for so many of our students, those things are leading us astray. I'm appealing to the Minister of Finance, Nigel Clark, clearly one of who is capable of the most straight thinking in the cabinet. Could he be the public servant he is now without that blessed home, church, and primary school foundation which made him, Marcus Garvey, Edwin Allen, Florence L. Glasspool, Howard Cook, Wesley Powell, Monsignor Gladstone Wilson, Bishop Percival Gibson, Edith Dalton James, and countless others, the cornerstones of our nation? Look here, what is proposed is a serious denial of reality by those who have responsibility for spending over $100 billion of taxpayers' money each year on education. Check the facts. Pre-COVID-19, daily absenteeism in our schools, higher among children from poorer households, was in the region of 20%. That means that on average, schoolers miss 1/5 of the already inadequate 190 days of teaching and learning each year. Why? Isn't it a social sin that must captivate every Christian's conscience that this argument about mandatory sixth form has distracted the public attention from the far more serious issues of getting all of our children vaccinated and back to school? Why do we love to major in the minors so much? Best estimates tell us that at least 1/3 of our children, easily up to 1/2, given spiraling COVID-19 poverty, go to school hungry. Lunch, when available, is too late to stave off early class day, hungry belly, listlessness, restlessness, and inattention. Why again? Mr. Siaga always used to point out that easily 40% of schoolers did no regular homework. He proposed funding after-school programs. Let's deal with that too before promoting illiterates to grades 12 and 13. I take responsibility for failing to change public policy and practice about this question of social promotion. Promoting young people to classes where they can't manage the work because of weak foundations escalates into worse underperformance and failure at every succeeding grade, ending up, at best, in a mass of barely passed grade 3 CSEC examinations and probably a failure in whatever follows after that. It's better to ensure a place for further education of our 11th graders in the many underused community colleges, the alternative high school diploma program, which the Jamaica Foundation for Lifelong Learning was promoting before it was savaged. Let us use heart better in order to give our students the opportunity of apprenticeship, of discipline, and of training. In short, what we have already invested must be made to perform better, rather to impose some force-ripe addition. I feel that the ministry has acknowledged by offering more money to the state-sponsored tertiary colleges than they are to some of our high schools. And remember, Catholic high schools are among the best. If parents don't contribute and the money from the government is short, how are we going to assure quality in these additional 2 years? Really, this is embarrassing. The Honorable Edwin Allen, one of the best education ministers Jamaica has ever had, a Christian, a man who cherished every human being who is the image and likeness of God, would never countenance such crooked thinking. In Jesus' name.